Boom! What's going on, everybody? I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, opening the warehouse doors on yet another episode of Toy Talk. DCP by First Gear, they have released two Peterbilt 389s with tankers for a company out of Rockport, Indiana. Time DC, they pride themselves on their incredible working relationships with their customers. Time offers tanker services through their fleet of over 100 tanker trailers. They haul virtually every hazardous liquid out there, and they have the certifications and experience to do so safely. They even haul liquid food grade products, including alcohol. Not only does Time DC haul to any location in the continental US and Canada, they also have the certifications to go to any port in the US and Canada. If you have any tanker needs, give Time DC a call with their professional drivers and their first-class show trucks to haul your liquids. Now, let's take a look at these two beautiful replicas of Time DC's Peterbilt 389s. Okay, guys. What I have here are two Peterbilt 389s with Brenner chemical tankers for Time DC of Rockport, Indiana. DCP by First Gear brought both of these trucks out at the same time. They're even sequential item numbers. And because they're so similar, I'm just going to do both of them in the same video, like I did back when I did the Pete 352s with livestock trailers for Cryo Camp Trucking. I just did both of them in the same video. Now, let's go on and start off with the first one, which is the red one. It is item number 60-0786. I'm going to open them up. They both come in the standard DCP box with two-part blister and the nice mural in the back. I've already gone on and cut the tape that's normally taped on these boxes just to save some time. Both of these trucks are the same, and inside the boxes you will see it has the extra set of mirrors, which DCP is famous for and First Gear is continuing. We really appreciate that. I'll set this trailer off, and then set this tractor out and get this blister out of the way here, and then open up that other truck and set it aside. And then the black one is item number 60-0787, sequential numbers. And we'll open them up. It's got the same thing, same two-piece blister, and it's got the extra set of mirrors in there as well. Really nice. Set these guys out of here and get this truck out. Now I'm going to just focus on the details on one trailer and one tractor because they're so similar, just paint scheme differences. But the details are the same, so I'll just talk about the one and then I'll show off the graphics on the other. Start off with this trailer. There is one small difference in each of these trailers, and I'll get to it in just a moment. But starting off here on this side, you can see it's got the place that holds the extra hoses. It's got the band around. These are chemical tankers. They are not food grade tankers. They're chemical tankers because they've only got the one ladder on the curb side. You can see the marker light there and up here. You can also see it's got the DOT striping, and Time DC runs these little lights banded around the trailer at each end. Pretty cool, and they were able to tampo them on. They are in red on this trailer. Underneath, it rides on soft rubber tires with a nice tread pattern. It's got its air canisters, and it's got actual suspension that works on this guy. Suspension detail as well. You can see the bottom of the landing gear. Standard landing gear that is on all the DCPs, just a screw down type. It's got the bottom real nice detail on the fenders here. The back of those fenders have mud flaps that have the Time DC logo, and up here you can see the Time DC America's Finest logo up on the side of the tank. On the front here, you'll see one difference that's on this trailer versus the other trailer, and that's the trailer number. Each trailer in the set, the black one and the red one, have different trailer numbers, but that's the only real difference in this two. You can see it's got its airlines and brake line hookups and the airlines that run right down the side to the back. Also, you can see marker lights, hazmat placard, and other warning tampos. Also, there's a very nice Brenner logo right there on the front of the trailer. Round to the back is the only other place where there's a difference on these trailers. And I'll show you the other one. And it's got that item number there. The big logo, the DOT required reflectors, the upper clearance lights, the brake lights, and it's got the DOT striping on the bumpers, time DC on white mud flaps. And it's got valve controls there as well. Flipping them up to the top, you can see the catwalk, valves, and the hatch to get into the tank. All in all, it's a very nice trailer. It's also a very heavy trailer. It's not solid, but it is a very heavy trailer. Onto the curbside, you can see it has the ladder, which is only on the curbside on the chemical tankers. You can see the landing gear. You can see the vent hose, another place where they carry hoses. Rides on duals, not super singles, and it's got a very nice chrome-plated 10-hole wheel on it. And you can see the time DC, the hazmat placards, and all the important parts. Now I'll pick up the other trailer so you can see the difference in the trailers. Because there's only one very small difference. Remember the item number, the trailer number, and the other one is different than the trailer number on this one. If you turn around to the back, you'll also see the same thing. The trailer numbers are different. Pick the other trailer up so you can see them both side by side. And there you should be able to see it. 0630 on one and 0398 on the other. It's the only actual difference in the trailers. It's those two numbers, one on the front, one on the rear. And then now, let's go on and talk about the tractors. The details are exactly the same because they're both 389s. Everything is the same except for the paint scheme. This is the red one, and it has a truck number up on the hood. It's got the VIN number on the door. Time DC is down on the battery box steps there. It's got another number and its US DOT number right there. This guy has chrome tanks with black covers at the ends of each tank, chrome ladder, chrome deck plate, chrome turbo intakes for the air, chrome 389 style mirrors, and chrome 389 style exhaust stacks. Turning him around to the front, he's got the 389 grill and the 389 Aero style headlights, which kind of looks silly. It's got a standard factory bumper, nothing fancy there. Chrome visor. The interiors are gray with a black steering wheel. It's got hard plastic windows that are ABS, and it's got windshield wipers that are molded in and then tampoed black, along with the framing around the window is tampoed black, so it looks like it has the rubber gaskets. On the roof, it has a whole bunch of roof clearance lights, and it is the 70-inch stand-up sleeper box. Also, you can see the beautiful Peterbilt logo tampoed right there on the grill. Over to the other side, same graphics and same everything as on the driver's side, except for it's actually got that little window right there on the door. Another little note, it has this chrome piece there, a chrome stripe here with some lights, chrome stripe there with lights, and chrome stripe here with lights. That's Peterbilt option on these 389s. It's on both sides of the cab. Under the hood, it's got what looks like a Cummins engine, but it could be a PACCAR engine, turbocharger, air intake piping, and the radiator piping. Very nice job on the engine. Turning him to the back, it has stainless double hump fenders. I'm not really a fan of these fenders, and I'll show you why in just a moment, but they're there. It's got a chrome-plated fifth wheel, chrome deck plate, chrome pogo stick with airlines on it, grab bars, and brake lights up here. It's also got the reflectors high up on the sleeper. It does not have brake lights on the back, but the mud flaps do have the diamond wheel weight under. The mud flaps do have the diamond weight on them. Now I'll turn him over and I'll show you why I don't particularly like those fenders. If you can see where the edge of the wheel is, look how far out past the edge of the wheel those fenders stick. I don't know what they were thinking when they made them. They're just way too wide. That's a good old ticket waiting to happen. For your fenders being too wide, they should have made them much narrower to line up with the wheels, but they didn't. Then underneath, you've got the under exhaust underneath of the engine, the muffler with all the emissions control stuff that we're having to deal with on the trucks that are making them unreliable. It has positionable steering, not steering. They're positionable. They just click in place. You can see the bottom of the chrome fuel tanks. It's got the drive shaft, and it's got rear differentials and air brake canisters. Also, it has the same tread pattern, but it's a real nice soft rubber tire that these trucks ride on. And both trucks feature the same exact details, just different paint. So I'm going to show you the paint job on the other one. The black one here, it has black fuel tanks with chrome bands on them. The Time DC logo is actually here on the fuel tank instead of up on the battery box. It's got a VIN number, a US DOT number, and that's it. The rest of the striping you can see is the same as the other one, but it's on a black base instead of a red base. Also, the blue in this striping is silver on the other truck, and that's your big differences, is those colors in the striping. Down to the front, you can still see all the same details, and around to the other side, you can see it. It's the same truck, just different paint. And it is kind of cool how that stripe goes all the way across the hood. Did a really nice job on graphicking these up. Now let's go on and hook these guys up so you can see what they look like all hitched up, ready to roll. Oops, hitch up. Time DC runs a nice owner-operator-like fleet. These are company trucks, but their fleet looks like owner-operators where they're all fancy show trucks. And that's the two Peterbilt 389s with Brenner chemical tankers for Time DC out of Rockport, Indiana. Weren't those trucks just plain gorgeous? DCP does an amazing job with their toolings. And not just on the details, but also on the paint jobs. So go on and shop for DCP trucks at the link in the description below. And please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button, as it really means so much to me for you to join my YouTube family. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, closing up the warehouse on yet another episode of Toy Talk.